7:30 on April 17th. I didn't record yesterday because I didn't really have like very interesting dreams. The first dream that I had, I couldn't really re- remember why, but like I had some kind of surgery where I needed skin, and like so they took it off of the back of my thighs, and so like I had this like cutout on both sides. It was like a triangle shape going up to like where my butt cheek was, and then it like came down and went almost all the way to my knee, um, on both sides. But I have no idea why. I just like in the dream I woke up and I looked in the mirror and saw it. Um, and then the next dream that I had was I was just like, for some reason I was at Home Depot with like a bunch of my old foster sisters, and I bought yeast to make bread at Home Depot. So it was kind of dumb. I think we were at an amusement park at one point, and but I don't really remember. It was kind of like a long, drawn out blur of a dream. Um, and then the third dream that I had was that I was looking up at this tree, this huge tree, and all of a sudden I noticed that there was this like group of branches that looked like it was like in the shape of a man. Um, it was like this tree spirit, and it was doing this whole like acrobatic like muscle man kind of show thing as it like climbed through the branches of the tree, like showing off for me. Um, and I like called someone out, like whoa, look at this, this is so cool, like, and was pointing up, but the other person like didn't see it, or they didn't want to see it, so they weren't trying to. They were just being like, oh, you're fucking crazy kind of thing, while it was still like showing off. um that was all that I remember from that dream. um and then last night was wild. um I've never had anything like it happen before. Like I've had sleep terrors and sleep paralysis and stuff like that, but like last night, it was like it just kept happening over and over and over and over and over and over. It was like every time that I closed my eyes, I would be like in a sleep terror and sleep paralysis. Happened like 40 times, and after about like the 10th time, I was like, well, if this is gonna happen, then I'm just gonna like dig in and try and explore it, because people say that like, well, I've tried that before, where I try to stay in the sleep terror, the sleep paralysis, and like check it out, but it's like the longer that you stay, like the more scary it gets, like your adrenaline gets going, and like it just gets weirder and weirder. And last night I kind of like got control of it, and realized that in every single one of them I was lucid dreaming. And so I like would break out of the sleep paralysis, um and sometimes I wasn't sure if I was awake or not. Like I'd have to do like checks and stuff to see if I was awake. um and so I was like, one of the things that I decided I was going to try to do when I go into lucid dreaming, instead of like trying to find random people or whatever, um, is that I was going to find MBS, because I want to just totally leave this world and go live in the dreams in the dimension where I'm with him, and I'm happy. Like that, when I'm with him in my dreams, my life is perfect, and I feel safe finally, and it's like I'm just like finally happy and feeling fulfilled and like I matter and like someone cares about me, and we just always have such an amazing time together and stuff. So that's something that I decided, like, when I'm lucid dreaming, I'm gonna try to find him, stay there, not wake up here again. I fucking hate waking up in this world where I'm just like worthless to everybody and by myself every day, and it's just all the news is bullshit and everybody's all trashy. And anyway, so I like, um, I was just here, like, in my room. I wasn't like lucid dreaming in a dream location somewhere else. And I couldn't really think what to do because it's not like, you know, I could go like, I mean, everything was basically the same as it is here. Like, I didn't have any money to like buy a plane ticket or something. Like, I couldn't do anything like specific. Like, I was trying to sort of like will the dream to change scenarios, but that wasn't working. And so I tried to use my phone and my computer, and they wouldn't even turn on. Like, I was pushing the power button on my phone and stuff, and it wouldn't even turn on. It was just a black screen. Yeah, I was trying all kinds of stuff, but it was just wild because it just kept happening over and over again. When I was a kid, I used to have them pretty bad. They would happen over and over again. Not as many times as last night, but like it would be a thing where like I would wake up and I would be in like a sleep terror thing, or I would think that I had just broken out of sleep paralysis, and I would go to like turn on the light, and as soon as I flipped the light switch, I'd be back in bed, like fighting to get out of another one. And it was like I was in this like endless like loop of every time I flipped the light switch, I'd be back in bed, and then like finally I'd wake up, but I wouldn't be sure if I was actually awake until I could flip the switch and the light turned on. I used to have that one a lot when I was a kid. And then I had some other dreams last night, but they were kind of like not very interesting. Like nothing to talk about here. But there was one where I was like sleeping in this house that I've never been to before, and it had all these like windows going around, and I looked outside at one point because there was like this ridge line, and there were just like thousands of drones, thousands of them up there like doing this whole show. And like I went out to look at it, and I realized that like the neighbors that were up on the hill, it was like for them because they were having some kind of a party. And I was like, man, these people must be fucking loaded. Like, they must be so rich if they could afford this, because like they were the ones that were having the party, and this was their drone show. Just thousands of them. And I was watching it, and I was like, this is kind of terrifying. Like, I mean, I know it's like supposed to look cool, but like, what if they just like swarmed on us and just like attacked everybody? There's like so many of them up there. Like, you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. Somebody could hijack those drones. I was just like, oh yeah, I was kind of intimidated by it. So yeah, those were the dreams that I had the last 2 nights. Tree spirit was cool. Yeah, night terrors, kind of lame. That's it.